All right, here we go again. Uvalde, Texas. Kid shot up in elementary school. 19 kids, I believe, 2 teachers. Before, from everything I've read, a Border Patrol agent popped his ass. I'm not going to get into the Second Amendment right now. I'm not going to get into all this gun control bullshit right now because it's bullshit. Gun control, I will touch on it just for a second. Gun control is just like abortion. It is a political football they use, and they being the corrupt ass motherfuckers sitting in Washington, D.C., it's a political football to keep them in power. That's all it's about. And if you don't think that, you're not paying attention to what's going on. So how do we prevent this? Right? How do we stop this from happening? If you talk to almost any veteran with any kind of arms training, these shootings are not happening at banks, at jewelry stores, at, former presidents' homes, former presidents' schools where their kids go. Why do you think that is? It's because there's guns there. Schools are soft targets. Your little silly ass sign telling somebody it's a gun-free zone, criminals do not obey the law. The law does not apply to people who are going to do bad things. And why is it when somebody does a mass shooting, we want to blame the gun, yet when DUIs happen, which kill way more people than mass shootings every year, we don't blame the fucking car, we blame the person. Nobody's suing Ford or Mercedes or whatever for the DUIs that happen every year, but the minute somebody gets shot, we want to blame the gun and not the person. A gun is just a tool. Let's just say you take all the guns away. It's never going to happen. Humor me for a fucking second. You take all the guns away. Do you really think that's going to stop this kind of shit from happening? People that want to do bad stuff, they're just going to move on to the next thing. A bomb, a knife, rocks, sticks, whatever. They're just going to move on to the next thing. Think about prisons. Prisons are some of the most secure lockdown places on God's earth. Yet, if a gang member wants you dead, you're going to die. They don't have access to guns. So stop with the gun control bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's not about the gun. Let's talk about solutions for a second. There's a guy that I admire, that I follow from time to time. His name's Sean Whalen. And he has broken down the numbers. I believe, and I may be off on the numbers, check me on this, there's roughly 132,000 public schools in this country. There are 17 million veterans like myself who, with a little bit of refresher, will happily go stand guard in one of those schools. I could rattle off 5 guys, 5 brothers of mine right now, and you know who you are. One's in Maryville, one's in Chattanooga, one's in Nashville, one's in Missouri. You know who you are. That if you needed a posse, we'll go. Mount up and let's do this. Sean Whalen said pay him $75,000 a year That's $9.8 million. Our government just sent $40 billion to Ukraine. We didn't want that whole pie. We just needed a piece of it. So until our government stops sending money to other places to protect our kids here, it's sad we have to do it. That's the reality we live in. We need to move on past that. Until somebody walks into a school and is confronted with another gun, another weapon, this will continue to happen. The minute they walk into a school and there's a trained veteran standing there being the sheepdog for the sheep, I promise you, this shit will cease. Because now, you know what it's not anymore? It's no longer a soft target. Might not be a hard target, but it damn sure ain't a soft one. Think about it.